everyone, Rarity Dash here. Time for another My Little Pony Friendship Magic Season 9 Blind Reaction. And today I'll be looking at 3 episodes of Season 9. Yep, I'm going to be playing a bit of catch-up here. I fell behind, and now we get to do 3 episodes in 1 video. So that'll be fun. I fell behind not because I'm not interested, I should say. I'm definitely very excited for MLP and for Season 9. This is, I mean, the final stretch of the final season. I'm definitely interested to see what happens here, but I just haven't really been able to record this lately. I mean, it's something that I record on Saturday, and basically my last 3 Saturdays have been just not good for recording for one reason or another. But now I finally have an opportunity to record this. I'm recording this on a Tuesday, but hopefully you'll still see it by the end of the week. I mean, maybe you won't see this until episode 22 is out, but hopefully not. It'll depend. But I'm recording this now. Going to be doing episodes 19 through 21 of Season 9, which are titled Dragon Dropped, A Horseshoe In, and Daring Doubt. So I'm not going to really spend as much time on the predictions this time because I just want to get into it and watch all 3 of these. But Dragon Dropped, obviously going to be a Spike episode. Second one, I have no idea. Third one, obviously Daring Do. And Daring Doubt. I guess she's going to be having doubts. That seems awful similar to Daring Done, I would say. But maybe it's doubts of a different variety than before. Either way, it doesn't really sound good. And the writers, we got Josh Haber, a new writer, Ariel Shepard Oppenheim, and then Nicole DeBuck. So the new writer, that could be interesting for the middle episode. And then the other 2 are some of our choice writers that we go to for big episodes, really. I mean, Josh Haber and Nicole DeBuck, they seem to be favorites for handling the important stuff. So that's possibly a good sign. Yeah, not really sure, but I'm excited to see all of these. Hopefully we got some good stuff. Let's get started and find out. Here we go. Oh, and we've got Best Pony. Good way to start. Is this video really dark? Oh, no, we're in a dark room.
Oh, there you are. I was starting to think you weren't here. I realize this is last minute, but I've decided on a quick trip to the gem cave. I am on an urgent mission to find some faceted iridescence for my new design. And I can't think of any pony I'd rather have along than my favorite basket holder / bodyguard, Spike.
Well, this is interesting.
Spike.
Spike ignoring Rarity? Never thought I would see the day. Oh, hey, that's a cool poster.
Honestly, Spike, it's almost as if you haven't been listening.
Oh,
Of course I was, but just to be sure, could you say it all again?
Wow.
I was saying that I
don't ignore Rarity, Spike.
Oh no! Is that the time?
Of course you're right. This is a bit of a late start, and those gems won't...
Yeah, I don't think that's where he's going.
But the real question is, which basket do you want to hold?
Oh.
The smaller one, right?
Oh, right. Sorry, Rarity. Can I take a rain check on... What was that again?
The gem cave?
Just go find Rainbow Dash, Rarity.
Right.
That'll work.
But I need to get to the post office before noon.
All right, very funny. Obviously, you'll get the bigger basket, and I should...
Yeah.
Hello.
This is interesting. I'm not really... I mean, at one point, it sucks to have Rarity get ignored, but I mean, I don't like the ship, so I never have. I think it's good that Spike is kind of moving past her. If that's what this is. I mean, it could be anything, but...
I don't understand.
Love that hat.
As long as we've known each other, Spike has never turned down an opportunity to join me here. It's his favorite place.
Oh.
Ideally, you catch the gems, dear. And for a trip to the post office of all places.
Who is it? They're not...
Maybe you should move closer.
showing us.
And why would Spike need to go to the post office at all? He sends mail by breathing. Breathing, darling.
That's a good point. Oh. Why Applejack?
Honestly, Applejack, if you're going to
This is why you go over it
make
with Rainbow Dash.
hold the basket the way Spike would.
And how's that?
Well, for one thing, Spike knows how to keep things quiet so as not to waken the bats. And he usually follows me closely so no gem ever touches the ground.
Rarity, Spike's been following you closely since he got to Ponyville. And in case you hadn't noticed, I ain't Spike!
Yeah. Good job, Applejack.
Actually, Applejack, I have noticed.
Applejack never has luck with bats.
Hi, Rarity. What's up?
Aww.
Besides, my main? Well, that is a question for Spike.
Oh, well, Spike isn't here. I think he's at the post office.
Wow.
Ken, what is it with Spike and the post office?
Rarity, what's going on?
Spike declined my invitation to the Gem Cave, and I intend to find out why.
That doesn't sound like Spike. Did you two have some sort of fight?
A fight? Goodness, Twilight, what in Equestria would we fight about?
I've had arguments with friends before.
Yeah?
It can put a real strain on friendships.
You all have?
Well, certainly. But I think I'd remember if we had an argument.
Maybe you didn't realize it? Do you think you could have done something that unintentionally hurt his feelings?
What if I didn't realize what I did? How would I know what I have done when I did it?
Oh.
I wonder if that's it.
And now she's gonna stress over this.
I must apologize.
For what?
Oh, that's hardly the point. Poor Spikey Wikey. Let's go for a grand gesture.
Okay, good talk.
Oh. Hey, Gabby. It's been a while.
Wow! That's a big crate of stuff you're mailing. I'm not mailing it.
Then why are you pushing it into the post office?
Oh, I didn't realize Griffins worked at the Ponyville post office.
Oh, no, I don't work here exactly. I'm the official mail carrier of Griffinstone.
Cool.
Gabby Griffin. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, I guess I didn't meet before.
Yes, well, these things aren't for sending. They're for apologizing to Spike.
Oh, Spike was just here. He went to go make us his...
That's perfect. It'll give me a chance to practice. You stand there and tell me if I hit the right apologetic notes.
What are you apologizing for?
Darling, I don't see why that matters.
You don't know.
And that is why I simply cannot bear the thought of having hurt you. And even though I don't know what it is that I did, I want you to know that it doesn't matter. Because I'm prepared to do anything to make it right. And see.
Wow.
Oh, sorry, dear.
I said that sure sounds genuine.
Of course it sounds genuine. It is genuine.
Rarity? What are you doing?
Obviously, I'm working on my apology to you, Spike. I don't know how it could be more genuine. I mean, Spike!
Wow.
Oh, Spike, I am so sorry. Please forgive me. You have to forgive me. I don't know what I did or why you are mad at me. Just please say you forgive me. Please.
Oh, Rarity.
Of course I forgive you, but, what are you apologizing for?
Why does every pony keep harping on that? Wait, don't you?
I'm not mad at you about anything.
But I don't understand. If you're not upset with me, why in Equestria would you refuse to go to the Gem Cave?
Because I had other plans?
Oh. Okay. Well, that's interesting.
I don't understand. You two know each other?
Gabby and I are sort of pen pals.
Yeah! There was this whole thing where I pretended to get a cutie mark because Griffins don't get cutie marks, so Princess Twilight had Spike send a bunch of letters off to Griffinstone about the first Griffin ever to get a cutie mark, which I really didn't have.
Gabby wrote back explaining things, and after that we just started writing back and forth.
Okay.
Turns out we have a lot in common. We both come from cultures that don't have the friendliest of reputations.
And
that is true.
in the message sending business.
Uh-huh. I sure wish I could send scrolls with my breath.
Don't get jealous, Rarity.
Well, I understand why you didn't come to the Gem Cave. Having a friend in town is a rare treat. Look, since you're busy today, maybe we can do something tomorrow. Fabric shopping? I know how you love to pick out the colors.
Actually, now that there's a Griffin at Twilight School, Gabby's here all the time.
Grandpa Grubb asked for a lot of updates about how Gallus is doing. Speaking of which, I better get going.
And I'll play with you.
Well, all right, you two fly along. I'm sure Spike and I can do something some other... time? I cannot decide which shade of purple is the most royal.
Oh.
And there's the pink! How will I ever choose?
There we go. Show us the right one this time.
Spike's not here. I bet he could help you narrow it down.
He is a good
Gotta have the right pony for your manual labor. Aww. Okay. Cute. Is how they taste really that important to Rarity's uses? Aw. Oh. I guess this is a new ship. Aw. You can't just levitate them all? I guess there's a limit to that. Oh, wow. That's, actually shippier than I thought. Aw. Where's Fluttershy? She usually does that with you.
Could you bring the pincushion a little closer, dear? I suppose now that Spike's always so busy with Gabby, I'm just now realizing how much his presence has meant to me over the years.
Yeah, who are you
Even closer, darling.
talking to?
I don't want to prick you. I have to admit, everything feels a bit less than without him.
Aw.
Too close!
Oh. Fluttershy.
Oh, darling, it's no use. Thank you for trying. I'm just accustomed to the help of a small, highly attentive dragon.
Maybe you should let Spike know how grateful you are for everything he's done for you.
Okay. Oh.
Oh, I am sorry, Spike.
I'm not sure this is how you do what Fluttershy said.
What are you doing here?
Well, I realize it's late, or rather early, but I have a surprise, and I just couldn't wait to share it. The great
Also, Lucky
Gem
Spike,
Crevasse of the
waking up to
Crystal
that.
Mountains.
Living the dream.
Whoa.
It is only accessible once a year, and I thought a little day trip would make a wonderful thank you for all the help you've given me over the years.
Oh, but I'm supposed to meet Gabby today for her rounds.
I see. Well, there's always next year.
You know what? I'll just write her a note.
Are you sure?
Absolutely.
Aw, bringing back that outfit.
Wow.
Nice.
Rarity, you weren't kidding. The gem crevasse was amazing. I'll be snacking on these for a week.
What did I tell you?
Hey, Spike!
Gabby, you won't believe where I went today.
Actually, I think I will. I got your scroll. The Great Gem Crevasse sounds a lot better than doing my rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Wow! It was definitely better. I gotta get back to Griffinstone, but you have to tell me all about the crevasse tomorrow.
Absolutely. Thanks again, Rarity. What a great day.
Okay. Yeah, just
Okay, start from the beginning, because I want to hear everything.
Just adjust, Rarity.
Well, to get to the crevasse, you have to climb across a rope bridge because the air's too thin to fly.
That is amazing!
Oh.
Then what?
Whoa! Sorry, Rarity.
Oh, no apology
Yeah.
necessary, Spike. In fact, I was just looking for you.
You were? Why?
Because I just acquired these!
Passes to Power Pony Palooza for today?
Power Pony Palooza. Oh, so those are the actual designs for the Power
But I feel
Ponies.
I barely scratched the surface of expressing my gratitude
we saw in the
for all
poster
you
earlier.
do.
Well, of course I want to go, but that'll be 2 days in a row we haven't hung out.
Are you kidding? It's Power Pony Palooza. You have to go. And now you'll have 2 things to tell me about.
Okay, come on, Rarity, let's go!
Aww. Nice.
My claws sore.
Oh wow.
Indeed. I
Wow.
had no idea how much walking there was at the pony convention.
I know I told
Maniac
you to hang out
cosplay
tomorrow.
Rarity.
I might need the whole day to rest.
Ooh, I know what you mean. Perhaps you could just send her another note.
I think maybe you're right.
Honestly, I might need to spend tomorrow putting my hooves up as well.
Aw.
I hadn't counted on Power Pony Palooza being quite so draining, but I thought we might spend the day recuperating together.
No way. Ogres and
Aw.
Well, I know how much you enjoy it, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity for you to teach me the game.
Cool. You just have Gabby play too.
I figured I'd come by before my rounds with a bowl of energizing turnip soup.
Can Princess Schmarity use her shield
Princess
of the
Schmarity.
Purple to defend herself from the purveyor of poor color coordination?
she can try. Success! Schmarity's shield holds against the green-eyed monster's attack. And that bike...
Aw.
Oh, hi, Gabby. We were
Your
just...
scroll said you were too tired to do anything today. But I guess you were just too tired to do anything with me.
No, that's not true. I can come with you on your rounds right now.
I don't think so, Spike. Maybe I'll just handle the rounds on my own from now on.
Ooh! Princess Schmarity
Wow.
uses her prismatic beam to change that poor monster's color to a more pleasing shade of purple. What do you think, Spike? Solids or prints?
Prince, I guess. You already have a lot of solid colors.
Oh, you're so right. Prince it is. So nice to have you back, Spike. Although, I hope you're able to reconcile with Gabby.
I'm pretty sure she doesn't want to.
Come on, Rarity.
I quite enjoyed our day together, Spike.
Yeah.
Hi, Spike.
Uh-huh.
I've never seen Spike this sad before. Do you know what happened?
Yes, well, perhaps he's still just tired from Power Pony Palooza.
I don't think that's it.
I suppose it's possible it could have something to do with Gabby not wanting to spend time with him anymore.
What? I thought the two of them were hanging out all the time.
They were! Honestly, it took everything I had to convince him to spend any time with me at all. But between Crystal Gem crevasses, Power Pony conventions, and a marathon game of O&O, I managed to get some time in.
It sounds like you made sure he didn't have any time to spend with Gabby at all.
Yeah.
What? I certainly did not. Well, I suppose I may have monopolized him a teeny bit.
Yeah.
I've just grown so used to having Spiky Wikey around. I wasn't prepared for how much I'd miss him when he wasn't.
Friendships change, but just because Spike made a new friend doesn't mean he stops being yours.
I know, but now I have to share him. Which I suppose I'll have to get used to. Right after I fix this mess I've made.
Good talk.
There we go. Oh. Got a new one. Always good to see Derpy, too.
Rarity? Is all this stuff for Spike again? Wouldn't it be easier to just give it to him? And why are you even here?
I am here to apologize, actually. More to confess.
Wow.
And all of this stuff isn't for Spike. It's the evidence against me.
Evidence? For what?
Well, this is a bit dramatic.
Out of selfishness.
I don't understand.
These are the items I used to lure Spike into spending as much time with me as possible.
They are? You did?
Rarity, what are you doing?
Well, obviously I'm apologizing to Gabby so the two of you can renew your friendship, Spike. Now please, even if you can't forgive me, you simply must forgive Spike! Oh, I actually owe you an apology too.
You apologize a lot.
I wish I didn't need to, but the more time you two spent together, the more I missed my time with Spike, and the more I used every means at my disposal to get it back. I am truly sorry.
You really miss spending time with me?
Oh, of course.
I have to say, after not hanging out with you, I understand why. You're kind of awesome.
He is.
And I know what it's
Yeah.
like to miss that now, too.
So, do you think maybe we could start hanging out again?
Absolutely.
I don't suppose you'd like some company on your rounds right now.
I sure would.
Wonderful. I can't tell you how pleased I am that the two of you have
Wow.
reconciled. I suppose Twilight is right.
That's
Friendships
cute.
do change.
A little less practical than the other hat, but...
Of course, Spike and I will always be friends, and I can get used to sharing him.
Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
sorry. I just didn't want to drop another one and wake the bats.
There we go.
Darling, catching the gems is what the basket is for.
Wow, you two need to be a lot quieter.
Nice.
Spike! How wonderful to see you!
Yeah, Gabby and I had a great day, but I'll always still want my Rarity time.
Aw. Gotta have rarity time.
Oh, so that's how it works.
Pinkie Pie. Well, there we go. Okay.
I think you really spruce up.
Starlight being adorable? Always a good thing to start with.
I'm gonna call you Phyllis. Don't
Phyllis.
you look good, Phyllis? Come in. Come in.
Twilight.
Were you
That's
just
Spike.
talking to someone?
No. Why?
Starlight, I have something very important to discuss with you.
If this is about leaving early yesterday, I didn't have any students on my schedule, and Trixie was having a magical emergency.
Nothing's.
Well, you gotta be there for that.
It's not anything like that.
Twilight Sparkle, the Princess of Friendship, in light of her impending ascension to the throne of Equestria, and in anticipation of her many duties and responsibilities forthwith, does hereby intend to make good on her previous offer to you, Starlight Glimmer, of replacing her as head mayor of the School of
Oh!
I want you to take
Oh.
me to the school when I move to Canterlot.
I know. It's just so amazing. I'm a little... Do you think I'm really up for it? Of course you do. I've covered for you every time you've had to run off and save Equestria, but, I mean, yes. Of course. Thank you! Ugh.
Aww! Aww!
You're welcome. And I can't think of any.
Is Starlight being extra adorable today?
I'm a little nervous and excited. I'm mostly just nervous.
I understand. Of course, I'll have a lot of important responsibilities as ruler of Equestria, but I'll always be available to help whenever you need.
Are you supposed to be at a royal etiquette lesson with Celestia and Luna right now?
Right! Can't underestimate the important responsibility of royal napkin placement.
Wow. I mean, no biggie, right, Phyllis?
I mean...
I've totally got
Alright,
this.
yeah, oh, poor Phyllis. Yeah, the pressure begins. Just just don't revert to your old ways, Starlight, and we'll be fine. So I guess if you did, it wouldn't be that different from like a real world school. So I don't know.
Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat.
Magic makes it all complete. Friends. All right. And there's Trixie.
You
Nice.
know I'm nothing but proud that you've been officially offered the
Aw.
position of head mayor.
Thanks.
She's proud of her.
But I can't help wondering if it's going to cut into our social
Oh.
schedule.
Of
What
course.
do you mean?
Take now, for example. Instead of heading to the delightful lunch I had planned, we're striding with determination toward what I can only assume is Twilight's office.
Obviously, our lunch is super important, but so is taking over the school. And the only pony who's really run the School of Friendship is the Princess of Friendship. And I'm worried about doing it all alone, so I want to get as much advice from Twilight as I can while she's still here.
Cool.
But Twilight's never really done anything alone. She always has her friends.
That is
That just gave
true.
me an idea.
I mean,
Thanks, Trixie.
Oh.
You can give good advice when you don't mean to.
Thanks? Are we still doing lunch?
aw. I hope so.
Getting royal place settings just right is a lot harder than it looks.
Okay. I know how busy you are, but I wanted to talk to you about running the school because, honestly, I was a bit worried about taking it over all on my own. But I just realized you never did it alone.
Having a friend help out is pretty great.
Exactly.
Oh.
So, what do you think about me hiring
Magical
a vice
origami.
head mayor to help run things?
I trust you to run the school any way you want. And if that means hiring a vice head mayor, I think it's a great idea.
You gonna hire Trixie?
Like you said, I've always had ponies around to help. And don't worry, you can always call on me to...
Twilight, Rarity says you were supposed to be at the boutique 5 minutes ago
Oh.
for your second fitting for the coronation gown.
Can't be late
How
for
many
Rarity.
fittings are there gonna be?
A lot?
Yeah.
Anyway, good luck finding your vice head mayor. I know you'll pick the right pony for the job.
I'm not sure Trixie is the right.
I heard the whole thing, and all I can say
Oh, now
is
she's gonna want it.
I
Oh god.
Why?
I hadn't ever considered it, but hearing you say it out loud made me realize what a great and powerful vice head mayor I'll be. Plus,
Wow.
we get to work and socialize at the same time.
Well, sure, that would be fun, but I can't just give you the job.
Oh, no, of course not. I imagine there's a lengthy process to go through before you inevitably hire the best pony for the position. Wink.
Wow.
Exactly. I'll probably interview several ponies.
Of course, several. Wink.
I love
Saying
Trixie.
wink.
I'm not saying wink. Wink.
I'm glad you all decided to be part of the search for the
Oh.
School of
Oh,
Friendship's
hey,
vice head
Octavia.
mayor.
Honestly,
Oh, and-
if you're looking for someone to fundraise, I can bring in enough bits to have several buildings named after me.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Haven't
not
seen her in a
the
while.
primary responsibility of the vice head mayor. But any pony is welcome to apply. I think the selection process I've come up with is pretty special.
Albeit unnecessary.
Ahem. Since you all have to prove you have what it takes to be Vice Head Mayor, I've designed the interview in 3 stages. Each stage
Are these really the best
skill
5
the Vice
candidates
Head Mayor
you
needs.
could find, Starlight?
Only those who do well will move through the stages until finally the best candidate rises to the top. So, without further ado, it's
I guess
time for
Octavia
stage
wouldn't be bad.
1,
Or
substituting
Dr.
for the
Hose.
teachers.
Well, once the students get a sample of my great and powerful instruction, they might not want to go back to the regular faculty.
Wow, that seam is so straight. You really learned how to sew from mending apple sacks on the farm?
Yep.
Big Mac's nice, but he's not gonna...
Loyalty is the foundation of friendship and trust. But nothing gets more loyalty than a big stack of bits. This book on business will teach you all how to earn
Yes,
your
true
own.
loyalty.
Chapter 1, Equity.
Aw? Wow. Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. Octavia just having fun with it. Glad to see that. She's learned a lot from Final, I guess.
In the pre-Equestria era, year 1322, Abraxius the Bold did...
Wow.
Ooh, a bunch of boring stuff for a really long time. Okay, I know history's important, but I never learned any of it, and look how I turned out.
Yeah! Everyone else is doing what they're good at, and Trixie's trying to teach history. I am... wow.
Wink.
Yeah.
Okay, Phyllis. Obviously, those 3 are moving on. But what about the rest? I think we're in agreement on this one.
Yeah.
I know what you're gonna say, but it would be so much fun to have my Vice Head Mayor be a friend.
Aww.
She just needs a little more hoof-holding
She
than
knows-
some of the others, but it could still work out.
She knows Trixie's not a good pick, but she
Starlight,
actually
I've given
wants...
this a lot of thought, and even though I still believe naps are a valid use of class
Wants her
time,
there.
you'll be the one running the school. So if you say no naps, then no naps. And I know I can be a little stubborn and not the best listener, but I just can't wait for us to tackle this job as a team.
Aw.
2 great and powerful friends taking on the world. And I know you still have to go through all this interview stuff. Wink. But I just had to tell you how excited
See? I told you it could work. Oh.
Yeah. It's a tough position to be in.
Alright, remaining Vice Head Mayor candidates, welcome to Stage 2. All of you are here because you performed well, or well enough, to face your next challenge, Parent-Teacher Conferences. The Vice Head Mayor will need to be a master communicator, and I can't
Yeah,
think
Big
of a
Mac
better test of that than
probably
meeting
gonna
with
be
our
out at this
students
point.
and their parents or guardians.
I eagerly look forward
Oh.
to sharing my knowledge of science.
Gave him a line.
progeny
Cool.
And progenitors.
Indeed. An orchestra
Her
is
too.
made up of different parts, and good communication is the key to harmony.
Yup.
A lifetime on stage has taught
And
me
Trixie might do
that
well with
good
this. I don't know. I mean, she's a bit
communication is
brunt.
essential to holding your
She's-
audience's attention, which is why Trixie is also known as a great
She might
and
screw up.
powerful communicator.
Wow.
Life at the School of Friendship is like a song, and although she started out singing her part pianissimo, Ocelis is now soloing fortissimo.
That's good, right?
Indeed.
The science curriculum at the school is somewhat lacking, but Yona has taken to the subject like a yak to smashing. If fostered, I believe she could easily
These
blaze
two
a trail and expand our understanding.
Are good at this.
Yak's best! Yak's best! Yak's best!
Gallus is a fantastic student. He's even taught me a thing or two about napping.
Wow.
Is that why you're putting me to sleep?
Excuse me?
I don't know why I have to come to these things.
Well, most
I mean, you kind of gave
parents
Trixie
or
the hard
guardians
one.
Want to be involved in our student
I mean, Grandpa
lives.
Gruff,
Maybe
he's...
we should find a different representative from Griffinstone to be Gallus's guardian.
Oh, that'd be great. If you find one, let me know!
I'm so confused. You're saying Silverstream is exuberant?
Yep.
And enthusiastic?
Yep.
But aren't those the same? And are they good? I mean, you could be trying to tell me she's unfocused, but then you might just be explaining that you appreciate her high energy.
Nope. Yep.
No, yeah. Not his strong suit.
Here, and I just want to make sure I understand exactly what you're saying. So what are you saying?
Gallus doesn't need to know I'm proud of him, and he certainly doesn't need me trekking all the way to Ponyville.
Good, because you're no longer welcome.
Wow.
Oh, well, fine with me.
Trixie, what happened? I'm not sure, but we'll have one less conference to worry about next semester.
I really appreciate your honesty, Big Mac, and you're right. Parents expect a lot of detailed communication when it comes to their kids. And if you aren't comfortable with that, Vice Head Mayor probably isn't the job for you.
Yeah, nope.
Aw. Nice effort, Big Mac.
Starlight, I know why you wanted to see me, and you don't have to worry.
Oh, good.
It's thoughtful that you'd want to check in on me after my shocking confrontation with Grandpa Gruff, but never fear, I shall recover.
Trixie, that's not exactly what I wanted to talk to you about. You can't get into a shouting match with parents or guardians. For the final stage of the interview process, you'll each have to put together a field trip.
So she's not out yet?
If you really do want the job, I need yours to be exceptional. Because if I had to pick a Vice Head Mayor right now, it wouldn't be you.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Wow.
Obviously, you're not gonna give the job to some pony else, but you want to see my best. Well, message received. Wink. The great and powerful Trixie is about to pull out all the stops. I hope you're ready for the most exceptional field trip to ever grace this school.
Is it wrong for me to think she might actually pull it off?
Wow.
Oh, don't answer that.
That's a cute design.
Not looking forward to the performance?
I know Octavia loves music, but a field trip to a classical music performance isn't my idea of an exciting time.
Oh. Well, there you go. Her idea for a field trip. Come watch me be awesome.
Okay, I take it back.
When I heard we'd be arranging field trips, I knew right away I wanted to take you all to my lab. I can think of no better trip than one through the quantum field.
Okay.
I am referring to time travel.
Oh. This,
I'm working on a temporal transportation device.
A chair.
Oh, Smolder.
And 3.
You're not ready for this.
5. Congratulations! You are now 5 seconds into the future. You see, we are all...
Somehow I expected more.
Who's next?
Now what?
Oh, I hadn't actually thought that much beyond this.
So, Octavia wins.
Ponies and other
What's Trixie gonna do?
Welcome to the greatest and most powerful field trip of your lives.
Isn't this just a classroom?
Where you and friends going? I am thrilled.
Oh,
you
okay, we're not on the
because
trip yet.
Today, we're not doing a normal, old, boring
And
field trip.
she's
where
got
you go
Yona. That's
somewhere.
worrying.
So, not field trip.
I like that pony's
Au
hair.
contraire. I could have easily taken you to Froggy Bottom Bog, but we don't need to leave the comfort of the classroom
Oh.
for our field trip.
Never mind then.
Bring the field trip to us.
Oh. Well? Oh, god damn it. Don't...
Trixie, what did you do?
found the perfect little patch of bog to teleport into the school.
Yeah, perfect.
I guess I just didn't consider the possibility that a hive of flash bees might have nested there.
Just so long as they don't endanger Yona. Yeah.
Who told you bees to nest in my patch of field trip bog? Trixie, go with the students. I'll handle this. I was only trying to give them an exceptional field trip experience, which you have to admit I did. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, wow. We just straight up...
Starlight?
Straight up kill those bees?
There.
I don't think Fluttershy would
They're
approve.
gone? Yes. Nice teamwork. Am I right?
Yeah.
Are you kidding? I don't know what team you're on, but it isn't mine. This was a disaster. It was dangerous.
I think the words you're looking for are great and powerful.
It wasn't even acceptable! You went from not taking it seriously to blowing things so out of proportion you put every creature in danger. And I wanted to work with a friend so much, I ignored the fact that you would never be right for the job.
I'm confused. What are you saying?
You'll never be vice head mayor.
But I thought you created the position for me.
Why would you think that? I created the position because I need help. But I can't think of any way that you would ever help me.
Aww.
Twilight's friends always helped her.
Oh, that's because Twilight's friends are competent.
Wow.
They know what they're doing, and they know how to do
Poor
it.
Trixie. Aww.
Well, I guess I won't take up any more of your time.
Aww.
Starlight.
Come on.
Starlight?
Twilight's friends aren't
I'd
always
check in to see
competent
how the search
either.
for a vice headmare was going.
A lot better now.
Okay.
I really wanted it to be a friend, so I ended up pushing aside some pretty big signs that it wasn't gonna work out.
Not every pony is right for every job, but every pony has something to contribute. The trick is figuring out what.
What if you and your friend can't figure it out?
If you have a job to do, you have to decide what's best and be upfront and honest, even if that means you can't work with a friend on it.
Yeah?
So, I guess that means talking to them at the beginning, instead of stringing them along.
What's that
until you
face
get
about,
so
Twilight?
frustrated, you totally lose it, and say a bunch of really awful
Looks like you're
things.
checking Starlight out.
Pretty much.
Oh. Trixie? I know you're in there.
Well, you're wrong.
Very wrong. Wow.
I'm sorry for all those things I said. I just really wanted it to work out, even though I knew it probably wouldn't. I should have said something sooner.
Obviously, we can't have what we want, because I'm terrible at everything and could never help you with anything.
You aren't terrible, and you have a lot of great qualities. Maybe not vice head mayor qualities, but great and powerful friend qualities.
Aww.
Well, you really stand by the ponies you care about. Gallus even said no creatures ever stuck up for him the way you did with Grandpa Gruff.
Okay. I mean, that's something.
It would have been nice to run the school together, but not every pony is right for every job.
I know how you take your responsibilities seriously, and maybe I should have known I wasn't exactly a perfect fit.
If it makes you feel any better, no pony was.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Well, Dr. Hooves has decided to go back to his experiments, and Octavia is worried the responsibilities of vice head mayor will take too much time away from her music.
Okay.
Maybe getting a vice head mayor was a bad idea.
Starlight, obviously you'd like some help, and hiring a vice head mayor is a great idea.
But who could it be?
Well, you need some pony who's responsible like you, and detail-oriented like Twilight, and smart, obviously. It is a school, after all.
It would be nice if I got along with them, since having it be a friend can't work out.
Maybe it can.
Oh. So who are we going with? Oh, yeah.
And I knew
Yeah.
as soon as I read Trixie's
I mean, I thought he was busy with the
exact
Crystal
right thing
Empire.
for me to
Wasn't
do.
that a full-time job?
What about being Flurry Heart's
There,
crystal?
yeah.
Well, honestly, now that Flurry Heart's a little older, there
Is she?
really isn't much for me
We
to
haven't
do outside of the occasional tradition or
seen
festival.
her in a while.
And working at a school is what
Is
I
she
always
actually
thought I'd
aging?
do. I mean, if you'll have me.
Are you kidding? You're hired!
I had a feeling this would work out.
Oh, Trixie, thank
Aw.
you so much.
Between being insightful when I want to be and giving good advice when I don't mean to, I suppose I can
Now
be a
Starlight's
pretty good friend.
looking at
More than
Trixie
that,
like that.
Actually, you really did give good advice. And you helped me talk through the problem of finding
Oh.
the right pony for the job.
Is
And
Trixie
you know
taking
there
her
are
old
students.
job?
Trixie, the great and powerful advice giver, problem talk througher, and student care abouter. I think I'll go with friend.
Friend is perfect. But there's a position here at the school you might be right for too. What would you say to being the School of Friendship's new student counselor?
Aww.
I'd say this office needs a bit of redecorating. Potted plants scream desperation.
Wow. Well, there we go. So Trixie's Starlight's friends are all getting hired for the school. Now we just gotta get Maud on board as a teacher or something. But that was fun. That was a really good episode. Definitely liked it more than the first one. Oh, and now the Daring Do one. Rainbow Dash and Fluttershy.
Oh, I just stopped by to thank you for letting me borrow your Daring
Oh.
Do books. I love them.
Okay.
Wait till you get to Daring Do and the Riddle of the Sphinx.
Fluttershy getting into it now.
Second time through.
Oh.
I read them all, from Daring Do and the Sapphire Statue to Daring Do and the Fallen Idol.
Fallen Idol? That's not in the series.
Oh, it just came out last week.
Oh.
Maybe that's why you haven't heard of it?
No way! Daring Do's biggest fan, me, would miss a book coming out. Besides, AK Yearling always sends me a copy.
Well, I'm happy to let you borrow mine until yours arrives.
The true story of the thieving fraud known as Daring Do?
Why
would AK Yearling write that about herself?
Oh, it looks like she didn't. This book says it's by Groom QQ.
Okay. How did you
I
not
guess he's a new writer.
notice that before, Fluttershy?
A bad one? The only thing worse than Daring Do's destruction of temples is her cruelty to the mild-mannered Dr. Caballero.
Oh.
It was written from his point of view.
Oh.
I figured
Oh.
it was an artistic choice.
More like a disaster. Listen, Daring Do isn't just a fictional character from over-the-top adventure stories. I've met her, and she is a real live pony.
Surprises? This hasn't happened sooner.
The only ones who know Daring Do is really AK Yearling in disguise. But if other ponies read this book, how long will it take them to figure that out? We have to go warn her. Fluttershy!
Oh, sorry.
Okay, well, interesting concept.
My little pony.
Until you are shared its magic with me. Big adventure and fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness. It's an easy feat. And
Magic makes it all complete.
Do you know you are my very best friend? AK Yearling is signing all her books at the bookstore today. We can warn her about what's going on.
Don't you think you should read Martingale's book first? Just to hear both sides of the story?
Why? The only true thing in that pack of lies is that Daring Do is real.
There's also a lot of insight into Dr. Caballeron's life choices. Did you know he's actually
It's gonna be
a
him.
professor and amateur bird watcher?
Are you serious right now? A random writer trashes our friend. and
Yes,
exposes
random
our
writer.
secret, and you want to talk about birds?
Well, she is Fluttershy.
Spider cruelty.
What?
You have to admit, Daring Do wrecks a lot of spiders.
Creatures. In order to save precious artifacts from the bad guy, who you seem to have forgotten is Dr. Caballeron. Are you sure you read the same series I did? Well, at least AK Yearling's true fans know Martingale's book is bogus.
I'm not sure those are all fans.
Oh.
Why didn't your book say Daring Do was real? This changes everything.
And why do you only write about her good side? Is she bribing you?
On page 531, it says Daring Do kicks puppies.
What?
What? No! Look, are any of you here for my actual book signing?
No.
Wow.
Frankly, I don't even know how you could call it fiction if it's all real. You're as much of a fake as Daring Do.
Well, they still don't have everything
I guess we're a little
quite
late to
figured
warn
out
you
yet.
about the new book, huh?
I always feared that someday every pony would learn Daring Do was real.
But why? Aren't you proud of your adventures?
Of course, but I'm not in it for the fame. The stories just seem too good to keep to myself. I wish I knew who this Martingale author was, and why he's determined to ruin my
Okay.
and me.
Maybe we can ask him.
Oh,
No
wow.
way. He's doing a sign
Wow.
across the
What are the
street.
chances?
You'd better go without me. I can't risk the chance Martingale might recognize me as Daring Do.
Oops,
Wow.
sorry.
Yeah, just cut in line.
Excuse us.
Oh.
That's not Martingale. It's Dr. Caballero in a disguise. It would all make sense. Daring Do's arch nemesis
Is anyone surprised?
so he can write books that make him sound like a hero. Who does that?
AK Yearling?
Wow.
This is totally different. Well.
Yeah, they just totally cut that line.
Tricks again, huh? Just like in Somnambula, spreading lies to make Daring Do look bad.
Would you sign our book?
I am just a simple author, telling it like it is. Who should I make it out to?
Fluttershy with 2 T's.
Two T's.
And unless you want us to tell all of them, you'd better answer some questions.
I'm afraid that's all we have time for today. But please, take a free copy of my book on your way
Oh.
out.
Don't they already have one?
We aren't gonna let you get away with this, Caballeron.
Get away with what? Merely telling my side
I mean,
of the story.
no reason he can't do that.
You think everything in A.K. Yearling's books are true? Daring Do in the Quetzal's Crest, she states that the fangthorn flowers are red. In fact, they are blue.
Oh.
It's true. They are.
How could she?
That sounds like more of an editor's mistake.
Still, if that is
Wow.
wrong, is it not possible that other bigger things are too? Take a look. It's in my book.
But I don't have to take your word for it. Come on, Fluttershy.
Something wrong?
It is terrible being misunderstood. It is true, in the past I have not been as nice to Daring Do as I should, but I have my reasons.
Okay.
Talk about what happened.
My team and I were only ever interested in researching artifacts and taking them to our museum where other ponies could study them. But Daring Do always seemed to get there first with her own plans. I offered to team up with her, but she refused. She had her own ideas of where the treasures belong.
Daring Do did have a lot of artifacts on her shelves at home. But didn't you try to sell them to the highest bidder?
Only because I had to. Since Daring Do kept taking our artifacts, our museum closed. We were desperate for money to keep it open.
Oh. And you turn to this guy.
She does destroy a lot of ancient sites, not to mention the homes of the animals that live there.
And I felt it was my duty to tell the world. Thank you for listening and understanding, Ms.
Fluttershy, 2 T's.
I am Dr. Caballero. Martingale is merely a nom de plume to build my brand. You know, my team could use an insightful Pegasus like you, Fluttershy. Have you ever thought of being an adventurer?
Who, me?
Oh, well, she kind of is already. When it suits her.
Finally! What took you so long?
I decided to find out which author is really telling the truth, so I joined Dr. C's Tenochtitlan expedition.
Say what?
Wow. Rainbow Dash does not know how to process
Daring
this.
Do doesn't kick puppies? That was one time!
Oh.
Accidentally. Hey, Gabe, you
Um,
have to help me. Group QQ
Poor
Martindale
puppy.
is really Dr. Caballero, and he has Fluttershy. The book thing was his new plan to ruin Daring Do's reputation. And he's trying to make my friend a criminal. They're off to Tenactine Land right now. He must be after the truth talisman of Tonatiuh. It requires the wings of a Pegasus to retrieve it.
Oh.
That's gotta be why Caballero tricked Fluttershy into joining his gang. It's up to us to stop him.
Isn't that Philly still? Yeah. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Well, now that someone else knows. Oh.
Watch where you put your hooves, every pony. We do not want to disturb the fragile jungle ecosystem.
Oh, that's so thoughtful.
Yes, unlike Daring Do.
Yeah, I kind of think
Plants aside with a cruel machete.
they're.
Thank you.
Fool! Don't you know that's poison?
Oh.
I don't want you to get hurt, my friend.
Yeah, they're totally just doing this for Fluttershy.
Oh, I can help with that. Here.
You are willing to share?
Wow.
Of course. That's part of the fun of having an adventure with friends.
I like Fluttershy's hat, by the way. Very cute. Oh, is yeah. We know these cats. That means Howie Zodel's around.
Fluttershy, run! These ferocious beasts want to eat us for dinner!
That's a common misconception. Have you ever tried just talking to them?
That's crazy! You are on your own!
She's a goner.
I can't.
No, she'll be fine.
We're very sorry for coming
Aww.
into your territory, but we're just passing through.
How did you do that?
Every creature likes to be listened to. You just need to take the time to understand them.
You are more talented than I realized.
Thanks. I'm having the best time with you all.
Fluttershy must be having the worst time with Caballeron's goons. We need to catch up to them before they reach the truth talisman. Why? What's so special about it? It has the power to make the pony holding it tell the truth.
Oh.
But Caballeron only wants it because it's made of solid gold. He'll melt it down and use it to get rich.
So if this talisman is so important, why didn't you already save it? You said only a Pegasus can get it, right?
Yes, but the temple traps are far too dangerous to face without a map. And maybe even with one.
Says something if even she's worried about traps.
Boss, how about we take the shortcut?
How about you be quiet? I mean, no thank you, Biff. Let's just follow the map.
Oh, I'm supposed to be Dr. C's second in command. He never listens to
Poor
me.
Biff.
Well, keep trying. I believe in you.
At last. Now we simply have
I
to
see
wait
Fluttershy
for the
having a
sun
very
to
positive
reach its
effect on
highest
these
point.
guys.
And our path will be revealed.
Withers, don't move.
Oh. Wow. You didn't see that?
There they are! We can catch them before they enter the temple.
Oh.
Get back, Rainbow Dash! It's Howie Zodel.
Ooh. Yeah. Knew he was coming.
Daring Do, my old nemesis. You may have outsmarted my jungle.
Now he's just pure
but
evil,
you
right?
cannot escape me!
We didn't see any cats. We're just here to rescue Fluttershy.
It must be a coincidence that only a Pegasus can retrieve Tonatiuh's treasure. And there are two of you here.
Trying to think, did Rainbow Dash actually ever meet Howie Zodel before? I think she did. Maybe not. Oh. Well, that's cool.
Quickly, before it
son moves and he closes.
Oh. Well, cutting it close there.
That was cutting it close.
That's what I said.
And without a map, we'll have to guess which way to go.
They don't have a map either, though, do they?
No! I knew the truth talisman could not
Found
be
it
moved
pretty
by
quickly, though.
magic, but I never realized we'd have to fly to retrieve it. Our journey has been for nothing.
Don't be upset. I can get it.
Wow.
Oh, Fluttershy, you are too kind. But I could never ask that of you. It might be dangerous.
Laying it on a bit thick, I
wanna
think.
do it
I
for all of you, my new friends, and to protect a historical treasure.
Oh. And here we go. I'll just straight up. That's crazy. Oh. Nice. Oh wow. Yeah, pretty dangerous.
We did it! You're safe!
Thanks, every pony.
Well.
Give us the talisman, Cavaleron!
We're not taking no for an answer! Wait! You don't understand. My friends are researchers. They only want to study the talisman and keep it safe in a museum. Right, Dr. C?
No.
But you said...
Now that he's holding Tonatiuh's talisman, he has to tell the truth!
Admit it, Cavaleron! You're only pretending to like Fluttershy because she has the wings you needed to steal the truth talisman. Isn't that right?
No!
Aww.
I admit that was the original reason, but my hench ponies and I have come to value your friendship and kindness.
Didn't see that coming.
Well, you haven't been watching the episode. Yeah!
You're intruders? And you dare to steal Tonatiuh's talisman? Guardian Goyles, attack!
Oh. Okay.
Fluttershy! Can you ask them?
I guess in this case, now he's sort of just protecting this talisman, really.
Guardian Goyles?
It's no good! They're only stone and
I mean, his plan before seemed pretty evil, but...
Something like this in Maripor.
Ah, yes. I seem to recall similar creations in Bangladesh.
Bangladesh?
Get rid of them! I know they don't like bright light!
There's none of that in here.
Not yet! Cavaleron, do you still have the diamond of Lapis Lux?
Yes, I mean... Yes,
Wow.
I mean...
Yeah, it's probably...
How did you know I stole it?
Lucky guess! Hold it high!
Probably keep him wearing that. Nice.
Wow, you two make a great team.
Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Now it's time to escape!
If we want to get out of here, we're all gonna have to work together.
That's actually a good idea.
See? Told you he'd listen.
A truce until we escape? How can we trust you?
I cannot lie. Now.
Yeah, as long as he keeps wearing that, I think you're good. Oh. Wow. Wow.
If I wanted to play games, I would get out my pinnacle deck.
Okay.
This way! Rainbow Dash!
I'm gonna need the deluxe spa package after this adventure.
Oh.
That doesn't leave this temple.
That's it. I'm quitting the hench pony business to finally follow my dreams of becoming an opera star.
Okay.
Maybe you should hold this.
Wow.
You cannot hide in there forever! It's a dead end!
Well, I mean...
Aoizotl won't give up until he catches us.
I think our problem is the solution.
Did you forget there's a monster out there that wants to crush us?
But why? No pony ever asked Aoizotl what his side of the story is. He must have a reason for being so upset.
Or maybe he's just a bad guy. Do I need to remind you he tried to squash Daring Do like 100 times?
Me as well. I was so scared I had to change my ascot.
Wow.
Yes, curse this truth teller!
Understanding begins with listening.
Prepare to meet your doom!
Not really. I'm here to ask, why are you chasing us, Mr. Aoizotl?
Well, the thing is, I'm in charge of protecting this jungle. If another artifact goes missing on my watch, I'm going to be in so much trouble with the other guardian creatures.
Okay.
Oh, that sounds like a lot of responsibility.
It is! And those two have taken so many relics from my land. My job is on the line. So, maybe I am a little violent and ferocious. Can you blame me?
The only reason I've been taking the artifacts is because I thought I was protecting them.
I was stealing them to get rich.
Wow.
But I never realized you had a noble cause. I thought you were just being a monster.
I get that a lot.
Maybe there is something to this whole listening to every pony thing.
It doesn't always mean they're telling the truth, but every creature deserves kindness.
True.
I don't know if this
and
quite adds
because
up.
you returned the talisman and took the time to understand me, I will let you all go.
Well, that's nice.
On one condition. You swear to never steal artifacts from the Tenochtitlan Basin again.
I promise. I'll even write that in my next book.
Your next book?
Wow.
You mean you're actually 8K yearly?
Oh.
Don't tell anybody.
That gives me an idea.
Hey, what's going on? I thought your first co-written novel would bring out a ton of fans.
We've been upstaged by a new author.
Okay.
Well,
that's a twist.
Bravely toil day and night to protect the jungle's precious artifacts.
Okay. That's and there's no way he's going to have any kind of other identity. But huh. Yeah, I going back to the first Daring Do episode where we first heard about Aoizotl, he definitely had... It wasn't just about protection there. I mean, he was... his plan was much more nefarious, if I recall. I brought up the transcript. Yeah, wasn't there something about dooming the basin? Trying to find that part. Or maybe it was the second Daring Do episode. Yeah, the first one... yeah, I guess he was just trying to steal something, but the first one where we actually met Daring Do. What was that episode called? I don't even remember. It's been such a long time since season 4. Oh, Daring Don't, of course. A lot of them are daring something, so it's kind of confusing. Yeah, I remember now. It was the scene with Twilight and Rainbow Dash. And they did meet Aoi's Little, so yeah, definitely. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna just sit here reading, so it just feels a bit contradictory, but maybe it isn't. Maybe it's okay. Either way, it was a fun episode. I definitely enjoyed that one. It was pretty entertaining. I liked Fluttershy in it. I think, I mean, she was a bit naive, a bit led on, but she ended up using that to her advantage like she always does. She actually got in there and I think turned all those guys around a bit. I mean, they were just using her, but she actually legitimately kind of warmed them over and made more friends. And it's pretty cool. It's a very Fluttershy thing to happen. Rainbow Dash, she was just being the Daring Do fangirl that she is, on the other hand. But that's fine. That's what I expect for her in a Daring Do episode. But it was kind of weird that it was a Daring Do episode and she wasn't really the focus of it. Fluttershy more was. And, of course, Cabaleron. It was really a good episode for him. Even though for most of the episode he was faking a lot of stuff. It actually did sort of redeem him a little bit. Yeah, I mean, maybe there's even some truth to what he was saying. That he wants the money. I mean, there was no doubt that he's in it for the money, but maybe it is because he was a researcher and everything he was working on kind of shut down, and he's after that money to rebuild it. I don't know, but it's interesting to think about, and pretty cool. And it was fun. Entertaining episode. To go backwards, I think I'll do them in reverse order. The middle one was probably my favorite of this bunch. No surprise, I like the Star Trek episode. No one is surprised at all. But it was just a really fun, funny episode. Starlight was extra adorable, and Trixie was extra Trixie. Like there's any other kind of Trixie. But yeah, it was a good Trixie episode. She and it worked out in the end. I mean, she got a job, not quite the job she thought she was going to get, but she got a job she was kind of suited for in a weird way. And yeah, I like that. They will be able to work together, and I guess Sunburst is going to be there too. Yeah, Crystaller isn't as much a lifetime position as I thought it was, but this is fine. This works. So I guess he's moving to Ponyville now. So, yeah. Yeah, just all around fun episode, and good to see Octavia and Dr. Who's again. It was kind of a weird follow up to Slice of Life in a way with those two. I mean, we haven't heard those two have like real lines in such a long time, and actually get to show off their personalities a little bit. It was kind of cool. Yeah, good stuff. Just very entertaining all the way through, and pretty sweet in the end too. I mean, I really love the relationship between Starlight and Trixie. Not even on a shipping level, just it's so much fun to watch the dynamic that they have, and it's always a treat. So just another really strong episode. And then finally going back to the first one here, that was actually the weakest of the bunch for me. I mean, it was the Rarity episode, so you would think I would like it, but and Rarity was the best part of it, just her dramatic self. But it was fine. It was okay. Just I didn't really feel much from it. It was kind of, well, for one thing, it was kind of weird. I mean, just this Spike Gabby thing coming out of nowhere, especially with some of the shippier moments in it. It just felt like, okay, this is a thing now, and I wasn't really sure what to make of it. But just going beyond that, I've never really been that into the whole Spike Rarity dynamic. It's, I guess this was a necessary episode in that it kind of shows Spike finally moving past this crush that he's had since the very first episode. Him actually kind of maturing and like getting past that real childhood crush that he clearly had. Yeah, I don't know, just the whole dynamic there has never really been that something I've really been all that interested in. And definitely not here. I mean, most of it was about Rarity kind of being a bit, what's a good word? A bit possessive, I would say. Which is something you kind of notice with her relationship with Spike. She is kind of one to take advantage of his feelings. And, I would think that, I guess I can't say it would be... I can't say it's fine to do that, but I was willing to accept that from her, because, he was getting something out of it, but her so determined to still do that, even when he doesn't want to, is kind of not really Rarity at her best moment, I would say. She, yeah. Though, she learned the lesson in the end. Of course she did. But still, a whole episode of that is not really what I want to see, I would say. So, all in all, it just wasn't really a favorite. But I really like the other two, especially the second one. The third one still feels kind of weird to me, just how he's a little. I'm still unsure that quite works. I'll have to refresh myself on the Daring Do lore, though on my own time, because that was taking too long to try and find what I'm thinking about in the transcript. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, good episodes, fun stuff, and now I'm caught up, and I'll be able to watch the new one this Saturday. I think we got 2 more regular episodes, right? And then the 3-part finale. So yeah, we're really, really nearing the end, and that'll be interesting. But yeah, good stuff. Hope you enjoyed the reaction. Let me know if you did, and see you in the next one.